Hello everyone, I am back, and this time with a little bit of a practice video. I've essentially written off making practice videos, but I'm actually recording this so I can film myself attempting the cross step. Something clicked for me a couple days ago, watching a couple videos online, and I went out to my backyard or side yard, which is only limited to about 100 feet where I can throw, and I sort of tried a couple attempts, and the cross step seemed to make sense to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film myself going off that way. I'm at a course called Victory Disc Golf Course, but the location doesn't really matter because I'm not here to play a game. I'm just here in essentially a wide field, and it's a decent fairway, fairly open, and I'm going to aim for a point that way. Now I can throw a max standstill about 250, 260 feet. My goal today is not for even distance, merely for accuracy, to attempt a successful cross step in such a way where I can throw forward instead of pulling a disc around outwards and hopefully releasing it. I want to try to pull through. So that's what we're going to see me attempt today. I'll update as things progress. As you know, I consider this a work in progress, but I need to start taking a cross step seriously because I think the approach or the run up or the walk up gives me sort of a purpose-driven, it gives me a reason to try to pull through, whereas a lot of times where I'm throwing, I'm doing that. So hopefully that is what will happen here. So again, here's a test run. I'm not going for accuracy. For distance, I'm going for accuracy. I made a mistake there, and then I'm actually sort of aiming just to the left of that. So I need to adjust where I'm aiming. That's better, but I did not successfully do a cross step. At least I'm going straight in the direction I want. That's kind of what I want. I'm going to go retrieve those 4 discs. Alright, so my tee went actually about 200 feet, which is great because I wasn't even attempting distance. I was literally just attempting to throw forward. So if I can get this cross step down, I can probably get farther throws with little effort. That was a lousy cross step and my throw sucked. Wow, I just threw that really high. Alright, I'm already breaking out a sweat. I spent 5 minutes looking for my white gazelle. It ended up wedged in a tree. I finally found it, got it down. It was only about 3 feet high, but it was really stuck in there. I kind of knew where it was. Anyway, as long as I'm sure I've recovered it. Time to maybe slow the cross step down just a tiny bit more, see what I can do. The good news is I'm able to sort of get it right. I mean, this is definitely 101. That was absolutely terrible. I would grade that an F. That was also terrible. I don't care that it went the right direction. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Really good throws, absolutely terrible cross steps. And my gazelle was close to something like 250 feet, which is right about at the edge of what I can throw a 6-speed disc. So that is a good sign. If I can just start dialing this cross step in, I mean, I used maybe 80% power and just had a good throw. So I'm starting everything with leopard, yellow, orange cheetah, white gazelle, and then purple T-bird, going up in stability as I attempt this. Too high, early release. Orange cheetah. Trying to get it to where you can see my feet. I can't tell from the teeny tiny viewfinder. I'm thrusting my body forward, which is not correct. Gazelle again. Fantastic drive. I don't like what I'm doing with the upper body. Not good. Just met a subscriber or watcher or viewer or whatever, so that's kind of cool. So again, I crushed it with the gazelle. The gazelle is essentially a shorter range T-bird, and it's perfect for someone like me at my skill level of throwing maybe 250 on a good day. So I'm going to keep practicing, and we'll see how this goes. Alrighty, let's try again. That was too slow. I essentially stopped the cross step to throw. I gotta make the throwing motion a part of the cross step. Again, terrible upper body movement. I've got to stay sort of upright, or I can't throw this effectively. Didn't even cross step. Left, right, left. That time I didn't put the disc in the power pocket. And I sailed that way long. Alright, this is going to take a lot of work. Alright, so my leopard made about 220 feet, but not through any great form on my part. 45, 90, 45. I mean, I've seen a million videos. I know what others are doing. It's just getting my body to do that. The only consolation is I'm narrowing the direction these are going. Too much hyzer on that. I'm trying to release straight and let them go. I hop was supposed to cross them. do it in the power pocket. Alrighty, so this, because I essentially threw it in the ground, got only about 120 feet. These other three got somewhere between 220, 230 feet away from here. That's pretty decent. I've got a lot of work to do on the cross step. I'm going to have to do a lot of it off camera. You're not going to see a lot of improvements in one video, unfortunately. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to now do a few forehand throws. Again, no more than 80% power, because I'm not that good with forehand, with accuracy as well as distance. I may be able to pull 160, stand still, but I'm going to try to run up a little bit, walk up, and maybe get about 180 hopefully. Now, for whatever reason, the cross step or the walk up for forehand clicked with me on day one, the first day I tried it. Now, I was terrible with forehand, but at least I understood what I was doing. And I don't actually do a cross step, I just do a walk. So here's what it looks like. Basically, left, right, left. And unfortunately, all my stuff's going to go that way. And I actually need to go that way. But again, I'm not trying to make it to the basket that's over there. I'm just trying to show you what things look like here. And I can throw without hurting myself as long as I don't go any more than 80%. If I try any harder than that, I get a twinge here and then I'm out for a week. So that's why you're not going to see me put a lot of distance on this. I don't think you can see what I'm doing, so I'm going to adjust the angle after this throw. Let's see if I can get a little further. Okay. And since these are drivers and I can't throw nearly as far, that's why these also hook as much. So I need more anhyzer when I throw. After this, I will show you some mids. All right, this should be a little better. That's about perfect for me. Hopefully you can see enough of my feet. Left, right, left. I had a little too much anhyzer. Plus it's a driver, so it's going to hook hard like it's a Firebird. I'm going to go retrieve those and throw some mids, or actually putters. And now my putter lineup. These are all Speed 3 putters with the exception of a Skeeter, which is technically Speed 5, but the rim size is about smaller than the Hydra and the Pig size, but a little bit longer than the A3, the Aviar 3. But these all effectively act like approach discs for me, which is why I'm going to throw with them next. Even though this is somewhat overstable, it's the smallest putter that I've got. And we're going to see how it goes. But I'm going to go just like I did Leopard, Cheetah, Gazelle, T-Bird. I'm going to do Aviar 3, Skeeter, Hydra, and Pig. Left, right, left. There's something like a cross step as my foot goes forward, but I'm literally just walking forward with 3 steps. This is the way Gladiator disc golf taught it, and I like it, and it's worked perfectly for me. So shout out to Gladiator disc golf. Go straight, it's over, left, right, left. Too much anhyzer and too high. Not even 100 feet. Hydra, which I actually like to throw up to about 200 feet. Oh, there's wind now pushing this way, so I've got to throw it flat. Left, right, left. A little too low. Let me see if I can do a slight correction with this Pig, which is also very overstable. Left, right, left. Ooh. That was almost like grip lock. It was a late release, but it wasn't quite a grip lock. I know what that feels like. All right, so my yellow A3 was the best throw that I got at maybe 150. A person watching correctly pointed out I need to kind of bring my elbow in a little bit more, so I'm going to try that on this throw. See if you can see me. Close enough. Left, right, left. actually wrong angle. Let me bring it in without using the wrong angle. There we go. About 130, 140. Let's see. About the same. Now my most overstable putter. See if you can see my feet. Left, right, left. That's about what I expect. They all got around maybe 140 if I'm lucky. We'll go see. All right, so my red hydro was the furthest. I got about 160 on it, which is about what I expect. And it's also a fairly straight flying disc despite the numbers showing that it's somewhat overstable, but that's because it's a little bit of a larger disc. It takes up more space in order to allow it to float. But I still love that putter. Left, right, left. Too much wrist roll. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out what it was that I was doing. How to do that. Left, right, left. It's about what I expect. Left, right, left. There we go, 160-ish, maybe 150. Left, right, left. Slight hyzer on that. I was trying to go straight, but I ended up with a slight hyzer, and it flew predictably for what it normally does. So that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. I just want to do a little bit of practice. Backhand with a cross step, and forehand with the walk up with not quite a cross step, but it's not really needed for that. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.